Broski back to the next part of our Elder Scrolls Online Let's Play series. We are still on the path of clearing out this map. Our next stop is the Silent Hall, so let's get right over there.
Here's a Lucy's hat. She may not be home, but let's check just in case.
God damn it, mother. In the middle of a video, and now she decides that she knows how to work her phone. Okay. Oh my god! Just pick the other one! Damn it! Oh my god! She turns a question into like a half an hour thing, a simple question. Just get the other one! If I don't choose the other one, get the other one! I mean, don't go back and be like, well, there are other flavors. No, you gave me two choices. I chose one. Don't give me... Now, this isn't some bracket where... Okay, well, we'll get down to these flavors now. No, just get me that one. Don't make it more difficult.
Just a dizzy spell. Comes on strong when the trees don't know how to use their inside voice. Well, I was planning to grow it somewhere more convenient for one. But I reckon the creeper is running wild around here. And wreaking havoc on the native plants, which probably accounts for all the screaming. We should keep searching for where the Harada creeper took...
Yep, she had to get the last one word in. Yep. Delete.
vines. Try pulling them up. That's definitely a Rada creeper vine.
Die, that's perfect.
Now, if only we can find its roots. Must be around here somewhere. Huh, nope, still no roots. This creeper's done quite some creeping. Let's keep looking. There we go. Get it by the base and get... Still no roots. Hey, it's quieted down quite a bit out here. Hello? No, not you. Shush a moment. Ooh. I get what all the hollering was about. That creeper's strangling a tree around here. It's calling for help, but no one's answering. Well, except us now. Well, we can't just leave this nasty oblivion weed with all these helpless greens. Let's dig it up. Maybe I can transplant it. All we're finding out here are vines. I'll bet the heart of the Harada creeper took root near that tree. No? Son, they're a nust. Looks like they're doing alchemy here. With the Harada vines. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they've been harvesting the Harada vines. Awful lot of them. Yuck! Paper! Turns my stomach to think of some poor tree being hacked to bits and pulverized. So folk can tattoo their taxes onto them. Some kind of alchemical concoct. I heard the Sorzon were raiders, but I didn't imagine they'd be interested in this sort of equipment. Looks like they're using it to refine the Harada they're collecting into some kind of concoction. In Gideon, when I was trying to get introduced to a Hist. I heard the Sorzon were raiders, but I didn't imagine they'd be interested in this sort of equipment. Looks like they're using it to refine the Harada they're collecting into some kind of concoction. In Gideon, when I was trying to get introduced to a Hist, good-natured Argonian warned me which parts of Blackwood were most dangerous. Sorzon territory most of all. Nasty bunch. Got nothing but war and slaughter on their minds. Bit of a thorny trail we're on, yeah? But hostile Argonians making potions out of a plant from Oblivion seems like all the more reason to find that creeper and get it out of here. Besides, that poor tree's still begging for us to help. Yeah. Or at least that's the impression I get. Tree speaking ain't easy, you know. Even Valenwood trees are all rhymey-wimey with their communication. I haven't quite got the Blackwood dialect down yet. Getting that creeper solves everything. Well, someone's been here recently. Let's keep an eye out while we look for the creeper.
Okay, how did you pull me through a staircase?
Help! Please! Whoever you are! Whoever you are, please, help! They have my family! Sulzan ambushed the caravan we were with, dragged everyone here, tried to escape, but they caught us, killed anyone who resisted, left me for dead, put the survivors back to work. Harvesting, chopping, grinding some fiendish nettles into powder. They mix it into some concoction, turns those brutes into monsters. More than they already are. Watched some tear each other to pieces. Don't think they felt any of it. Lucky them. In the heart of the ruin, where that horrid vine grows, they feed it our blood. Bleed us like pigs. Please, don't let any more of us wind up like that.
That's horrible. We've got... You heard that, right? The Sulzan aren't just harvesting the Aradavans. They're cultivating it. It's worse than I thought. Gorging it and letting it grow wild. And ravage the native growth, all so they can reap its vines for their nasty alchemy. That'd be horrid enough. But they're using these poor folk for labor and fertilizer. We've got to do something. Right. She did, didn't she? Well, we'd better set them free before those Sulzan kill anyone else. The creeper's not going anywhere.
cowards can't even fight me face to face. Okay. Got it.
Help me, it's everywhere. I'll climb up to the folk on those trellises. You get the ones on the ground. Let's hurry.
Is that you? By Beck. Ravine really found you.
Help me! Follow your friend down there. Get out of here.
Don't feed me too! Thank the divines. I thought I'd die down here. If you're here to help, did Mother send you? I can't wait to see her again.
Let me climb down. Got something to tell you. That's all the caravanners except Bavine. But there's still one more in need of a rescue here. I can still hear the creeper fighting with that tree for one. And the tree's losing. We've got to do something about the vine strangling its roots and kill... Yeah, that was before I saw it. The heart of the Harada creeper should be a big bulb with roots extending out. Those two, you all just get yourselves to safety. We'll handle the rest.
You are too.
What's that? Oh, feeling a bit better then? Huh? Oh, sorry. Was just listening to our new tree friend. And a history at that. Been wanting to talk to one for ages. It says thanks, by the way. Well, it doesn't really say anything, but I get the impression it's right grateful you saved it. She's barely hanging on. Even my strongest medicine wouldn't do much for her. It'd take a miracle to... What's that? Aha. Oh, well, that's great! This whole adventure was really bringing me down until now. The East says the Creeper's seeds could do the trick. Did you manage to get the pod? What's that? Oh, they did? Well, there you go. We can... Oh, but then that'd really be it for the Creeper. No, that was rhetorical. Gosh. If it were the green, wouldn't be a question. The plant comes first. The pack doesn't count here. But if I grow my own creeper, I can get more seeds and make more medicines. Looking at her now, though, I just don't know. Yeah, you're right. Even the tree knows that. What do you mean it's not for you to decide? What made you think I was qualified? Oh, right. I should hurry. I'll need a moment to whip something together with these seeds, but we'll be right behind you.
Phew. That salve's like Red Mountain in my veins. I've got it from here.
Wish I could have saved some for my own head. I'm just going to have a sit down over here.
Bavine, where have you been? We thought you'd be waiting.
So, that's an adventure, eh? Think I prefer my garden if I'm honest. Does feel pretty good though, helping folk. Shame about that creeper. But I did finally get to meet Ahist, so that's something. What's a priceless specimen compared to those smiling faces, eh? Does leave me feeling guilty for hesitating, but I'm glad you were here to set me right. Told you I needed that clear head of yours. Here's a little something for letting me borrow it. Oh, shame I didn't have a longer chat.
All right. Be right back, I guess. Damn it. This is what I was fucking worried about. Just move myself for a second so I don't get kicked. Alright, let's see how far we can get this time without being interrupted. I swear, it started out great, me telling them, hey, if you don't hear any noise coming from downstairs, or my door is closed, be kind of busy. Over the past months, it's been slowly being thrown out the window. It's like, sometimes they'll do it. That was before, but now they just don't give a fuck at all. That I'm in the middle of something.
Was information that he just didn't have any information of.
You're hearing background noise now.
He was very calm.
Everything got
he was
fucked up.
Self-assured.
If I repent fervently enough, Nocturnal may show me mercy. I was here, honoring the mistress as I do every night, when Giovanni and Darine, some people I knew growing up in Leowin, stepped out of the shadows. They took my lady's relic. I tried to stop them, but I just couldn't. No. Darine had a sword to my throat. I've never seen her so desperate. I don't know what's become of the sickle, but Giovanni has a room in Leowin, around the corner from the bank. He might still be there. They said they were going to meet after delivering the sickle to Tuma Mazath. Maybe you could follow Giovanni to this meeting? Tuma Mazath is a powerful necromancer. My friends are in more trouble than I am. Please help them. I'll pay you. If you can find Giovanni in Leowin, follow him to his meeting with Darine. And also, I know it's a lot to ask, but could you try to get them to abandon all this? The thieving and conspiring? It's not worth it. I just want them to be safe. Giovanni is a kind person, and Darine is abrasive. But she stood up for all of us when we were little. I know them. They aren't bad people. And if I'm right about Tuma Mazath, no one deserves the fate he has in store for them. He used to visit the shrine once a fortnight. Always just said he was paying his respects. I had no idea what he was plotting, what he was capable of. If he pairs the power of the sickle with his necromancy, I'm not sure what will happen.
So, did you finish your dangerous job for Tuma Mazeth?
Shh. There are guards around. Be about your business, please. Be very grateful if you let me be.
Be about your business.
Stealing from Nocturnal and working with Tuma Mazeth doesn't seem worth the risk.
The sickle we took from Nocturnal is just what the Necromancer needs to complete his ritual in Bloodrun Cave. Of course, it's worth it. Just stay here until we receive further instructions.
Who are you? What did you hear? She's always been a worrier, even when we were kids. Huh. Malona's probably right. I only have to think about her employer and I break out into a cold sweat. When I'm done with this job, I'm going to become a carpenter. Fewer terrifying clients. Who told you that? Malona? I won't apologize for what happened the last time I saw her, and you can tell her that yourself.
What do you want? All right. No need to bring that shadowy hag into this. Look, Gio doesn't know this, but Tuma Mazeth said he'd turn us into his eternal slaves if we didn't help him. You stop that necromancer, and I'll find a more respectable occupation. Promise. Who have you been talking to? Malona? She went...
You return to me at last. The faithless wanderer succeeds where my servants fail. Once again, the fruits of devotion prove inferior to the benefits of skill. Claim your reward from the loner mortal. You find favor in the shadows.
So, did you just return the Shade Sickle? Is my lady appeased? Oh, thank goodness that's over. Now that Nocturnal has the sickle, maybe she'll show me mercy. What about the necromancer Tuma Mazath? I didn't think he would willingly part with a relic. Good. The sickle should never be used in a necromancer's ritual. I'll make sure it's well hidden next time. No thief will ever claim it again. Speaking of which, are my friends all right? That's a relief. Gio and Dareen are good people. I know they are. Hopefully we can all put this behind us. Maybe. I hope so. Whether my friends and I will ever be able to move past all this, that's another matter. Here's your reward. I can't thank you enough.
Get off! Did it seriously just... Motherfucker! I literally just had a fly dive bomb into my freaking drink. Oh, I'm gonna kill another fucker. I hope you like it. I hope you like it, dude, because you're now drowning in it. Fucking asshole, little piece of shit. Why did God even invent those little fucking mites with wings? This little fucker, I was trying to swipe him away. He kept just like going around my finger, and he literally just dipped into the drink. Motherfucker, what do you think's in there? It ain't sugar. Oh god, that's it. Any flying thing I see is literally gonna die. Or either that, or I'll catch you and I'll feed you to the spiders down here. Throw you right into the web.
Scale's remains are destroyed, and we are triumphant. Thank you, valiant traveler. I could not have finished this task without your help. Indeed, your actions ensured those remains can no longer be exploited. I am sure were their spirits still present, they would thank you for your efforts. Allow me to extend a more tangible gratitude here for your help. Before we part, allow me...
Not what I wanted, but thank you for not listening. Yeah. Swear to God, if a fly flies into this one, I'm going to be flying my foot up their tiny ass and exploding them. Alright.
Just pet the dog. It's harmless. Oh, Tertia, you idiot. No wonder he hasn't... Body? Ring? Riemann on high. What's this about? Aloysius wrote this? And he's dead? This makes no sense. Howling? Chicken coops? It was just a mangy... He wasn't cursed. He was hallucinating. The toad that Argonian used to ease his pain must have been too strong for him. Aloysius convinced himself he was a werewolf, and he... This is the second worst proposal I've ever had. I was once kidnapped by a crazed Sulzon warlord and offered the heads of my neighbors as a dowry. I'd rather not talk about it. I've had more than a dozen failed engagements in my life. If anyone here is cursed, it's me. But it's not all bad news. Aloysius didn't run off and leave me like half the others. He even gave his life to protect me. I've never had anyone love me that much. Is it wrong that makes me happy? Take this, for delivering my betrothed's last wishes. It was kind of you. I wonder if the temple...
Nowhere to be seen. But all her belongings look like she was just here. You know, a less confident Argonian might start to take this personally. Not off the top of my head.
An outsider entering my home unbidden seeks death. You only live because the annoying blacksmith who joins you is familiar to me. But this pause is a temporary state. Speak then. What is so urgent that you would break into my home? Distressing news. It seems my great fear has come to pass. Where then is Satul Sa? She would never leave the villages undefended. Even once we decided our time was at an end, she insisted on staying. Dead? Satul Sa? She was the smartest and wisest of us all. This is impossible. And yet, since Nuzul brought you, it must be true. You shall have my aid, if you perform a simple task. When I retired, I buried my blades deep in the ground. Go north to the ruins, retrieve them for me so that I may avenge Satul Sa. Be warned, as I made certain they are well protected. My death.
And we're off. Don't worry about me. I can keep up. These rooms look uninviting. Let's be careful. Of daggers in the ruins. They must be Alosi's.
So, you have skills. Even if you did let me sneak up on you. Let's speak. Your test is complete, and with barely a scale out of place. Impressive. Do you like my blades? The hilt is Kaguti bone, and Mirta himself enchanted them. Back when I could tolerate the withered toad. Of course I will. I was always going to. But I needed to see if you could fight by my side. Also, I wanted to finish my meal. I will meet you in the village center, unless you need something more from me. I see. You wish to bring us all back together. Well, a promise was made, and I will keep it. Go southeast to find the dingy hovel where Mirta resides. Look beneath the dirt and rock, and you'll find him. Just don't tell him I sent you.
Heard that Mirta retreated to a cavern for solitude and study. Let's look near there and see if we can find any clues. I'll be right by your side. I had heard that Mirta retreated to a cavern for solitude and study. Let's look near there and see if we can find any clues.
These runes, like nothing. Do these runes have the same derivation? Maybe if I replace... Wait. What? Who are you? Why are you interrupting me? Leave here immediately! Oh, you brought that dusty blacksmith from the village? You must need something. That sounds like a whole bunch of not my business. Can't you see I am busy? Was I not clear? Have Nixads stolen my tongue? I said, be gone! Whatever that... Ka! You're seeking help from that drunken lout? You'd be better off on your own.
So far, only half successful. Let's go find Otumira's hut.
Don't eat the plate, too. Just one more. Those frogs dancing. No knives. Have you shouted? Satulsa. No mud puddles for you, sir. Ah, chaos.
No response. I suppose Myrtal was right. This is the worst I have ever seen Otumira get. Maybe this is what happens when the life of the party no longer has something to celebrate. Let us see. Wait, I have an idea on how to snap him out of it. A briar that grows out this way might help. The seed is inedible and it smells awful, especially to Argonians. If we get a couple of those, the smell will overwhelm him and wake him up. If anything is going to work, that will. I see. You're back. They're... Okay, I can already smell them on you. You do not even need to ask. Put them right up to Otumira's nose. Let him get a big old whiff. Hopefully that snaps him right out. Well, the only plan I have next is gathering more seeds and shoving them right up his snout. He does not have a choice. Our village needs his help.
That is awful. Oh, what? Who are you? Oh, what horrific stench of dead mules and fried dung have you thrust upon me? All I wish is a gentle slumber under the open skies and upon the mud. Does not a retired fighter for peace deserve such rest? Speak, brigand! No, my greatest friend, and I hoped one day my mate, if she would ever agree. Dead? How can I bear such enormous tragedy as this? Lay the facts onto the stone, stranger. Who has earned my unyielding, roiling anger? A battle against murderers and thieves. These are the types of trials I live for. Or at least I used to. I imagine you and the blacksmith wish to join my struggle for freedom and revenge. Join me. I must celebrate, my friend. and test your mettle. Join me inside. We'll see what you're made of.
This Drilk thinks himself a king, does he? Fine, as long as he bows to the pact.
All right, my newest friend. By joining me, you choose to engage in the challenge of my choice. Only through completing this test of your endurance and stamina shall I know your worth as a warrior. Do you believe yourself prepared? Oh, yes. I can sense that raging fire in your stout heart. I suspect you have slain many a foe in your travels. But if we are to go into battle together, I must put a fire in your belly as well. And so, we're going to do a drinking contest. What else? Show me that you hold the same strong will that makes for the greatest of warriors. Oh, chum, we shall see if you can withstand the greatest of Argonian ales and wines. Plus, this should help numb the rodents gnawing in my head. The drinks are in front of me. You may choose what we drink. Be warned, mixing Argonians... Now choose a drink and get started.
All right, I'll give this a try. For the village, right?
Oh, your eyes shout out your strength. Try again. Ah, good start. But let's see how you do with even more. Bitter, isn't it? I make that myself, from whatever I find around the hut. Ha! Oh, I thought you'd fall to the ground like good news. The final one, and still you stand. A will made of true iron you must have. Impressive. Such strength, such power, such a stomach. I did not know they made outsiders who could stand against the might of Argonian ale. Would you like to continue? Not as part of the test, just for a wonderful time. Of course! I was always going to. This test was just to see if I would allow you to join me, or cut you down for waking me up. But you passed. Let us link arms and bring the fight to those who slew my dear Satulsa. Two of the three? Let me guess. Myrta refused. Do not be fooled. He has a good soul, but his mood is as legendary as my strength. Here, take my banner and place it on the cliff above my hut. He won't be able to stand knowing I'm going into a fight that he isn't, so don't worry. Have no fear for the blacksmith. Some waking seeds shall fix him up. Still standing, chum? Legs aren't wobbling from fear or drink? No, I don't suppose I need worry about that for someone with your epic fortitude. Voss, do you see? The villagers join us. Our arrival gives them hope. This is your work. Ho ho, more than enough. These people feel a deep fire in their bellies, but someone needed to fan it until the flames shoot out their mouths. We have done this very thing. And with the addition of 3 winds of stone wastes, we are unbeatable. You're right, he isn't here with us. But make no mistake, I spent many...
Ah, you arrived. And you managed to rouse Otumira. An impressive act, especially for an outsider such as yourself. I feel grateful for your efforts in bringing us back together. Now, however, we shall see how you fare in the fight. Of course, that is true. Perhaps you are right.
It is good to see you. At least I think that is you. I could be having ale visions again. Anyway, you have done it. The winds have reunited, ready for battle. Because you convinced them. Well, 2 of them, at least. Well, as Otumira carried me back to the village, we started discussing you. And how strong, courageous, and wise you are. And attractive, too. Did I mention that? We hoped you might join their assault on the ruins. Help drive out Nazosa and his dry-scaled thugs. Their need. Lead the charge when you are ready.
Once again, I fight by your side, Otumira. My scales have itched for this moment.
Let your blades sing their horrible song, LOC. I delight in the tune.
We are under attack! Those dumb villagers think
my
they can
friends,
take us!
up here! I have
Hold
need
the
of
line,
you!
cowards! And protect those weapons!
Oh, I can feel the power surging in me once again. Such a battle! Do you think you can help me with this thing? In my youth, I could topple...
Alright, give me 1 second here.
Why does anyone want to push anything over? To smash stuff, of course. You outsiders ask such ridiculous questions. I want the catapults below in splinters. So yes, I can push this most of the way. I just need your extra shove to finish the task. Oh, I was hatched ready, you hilarious Deekbiko. Here we go! A crushing like none other! Now hurry, seek out Nazosa.
Outsider, over here, quickly. Look, up above us. Prisoners from the village kept for sick entertainment. How many of them are thought dead, never to return home? I can release them, but I'll need your help. You see those pulleys up there? They control the cell doors. I can cut them, but someone needs to open the grate in front of them. Ha! Don't worry. Once you turn the crank, I can reach the other, and the cell should unlock.
We're free. I never thought to see the day. Thank you.
Continue the fight. Remove these pests from our homes.
Ah, finally you show. Boss, I have need of you. Perhaps you are surprised to see me here ahead of you? Mirta has many secret abilities that baffle the unlearned. But you reached this far on your own, so I am impressed. I would ask your assistance in my attempts to clean out our guests. Oh, please. You knew I would show the moment you placed that banner. Did you really think I'd let Otumi-Ra revel in all the glory by himself? Rubbish. He knows that he's useless without me here. I think I know how Nazosa killed Satul-Sa. Do you see these weapons? Some mammal liquor enchanted them. With these, a handful of limp fins could fell the strongest of warriors. This is how they killed Satul-Sa, and mean to kill the other winds. We destroy them, of course, but I need the binding word for the enchantment. Look for a scroll that was recently manhandled by brutes. I should have come down here more often when I lived in the village. Ah, astute. There is hope for you yet. I'll make sure these weapons trouble us no more. Now we can land the final blow, and the warlord won't have a counter. Remove his symbol of authority. Walk. Now then, let me see what I can do with these.
think you can fight back? Time to collect our due!
Warlord Narzosa has fallen! Everyone for themselves. Grab what you can.
Here you stand.
The bandits flee!
Village belongs to us again. Sing for the winds.
Sun, bless the winds. They freed us. They did it! The bandits flee!
The village belongs to
Here
us.
you stand. The stranger who drifted through the mud to save us. And to think, I assumed you were a crow come to pick our bones. We can live in who can ever guess the wind's direction. But I choose to believe so. We reminded them of their strength when they worked together. I suppose you came for the promised reward. From my claws to my tail, I say this in earnest. You deserve this. I do not...
Ah, you return. I hope you did not have too much trouble. I feel as though something has shifted. Sithis has ushered in change. Tell me, Did you find the Night Wielder's tome? I will see it safely tucked away with the clutch of Niswo. Your reward, as promised. Now, I must perform my rites as Soul Tender. You may observe if you wish. It would honor him to have another in attendance. Here now, clutchkin of nothing speakers. May your soul pass through the void beyond void and return to the Hist. Rivers 10 and 2 sundered into the shadow of one. Inelegant, but ever-changing. The Hist watches, the soul flows. And so, be born again under nothing stars. It is finished.
Alright. We got 11 more.
The claw that spills the jub bile must be the one to sop it, Dry Skin. Heed the words and tend to this matter.
Riddles? Really? Not helpful, priest. Not a familiar face. Thank the stars. I seem to remember you providing assistance the last time Stibbins made a mess of things. Or was it the time before? No matter. You're here now, and I am more than willing to compensate you for your time. Ah, the kind my manservant Stibbins excels at, I assure you. I was studying the local Zanmir, and once again assumed that Stibbins would prove to be at least somewhat helpful. Instead, the clumsy oaf managed to break an ancient Argonian relic. The kind that comes with a terrible curse, and has the locals all in a tither. Niswo Somars is very cross with me. She insists I return to the Zanmir and set things right. And Stibbins isn't any help, not in his current state. Will you assist me? Removing curses. To think, I only had a single Stibbins to deal with when the day began. Oh, you see what I'm dealing with? How can I return to the Zanmir and set things right when I have my hands full simply keeping all these Stibbinses under control? No, that would be ridiculous. My Stibbins, the real Stibbins, is still mucking about in the Zanmir. That's where I left him after he triggered this curse. I went to get help when one of these duplicates followed me to the shrine. Obviously. They just keep coming. From the Zanmir, it's some sort of side effect of the curse. The priest of the shrine insists that an outsider caused this, so an outsider needs to fix it. Now we... Oh, bother. There were 7 Stibbinses last time I checked, but now there are only 6. One of the duplicates is missing. They don't... Thankfully, these duplicates lack even Stibbons' pitiful amount of drive and coordination. It shouldn't have wandered very far. Once...
So much to do.